What is going on, guys? We are back with another review of a day at an amusement park, and today we are talking about this day we just had at Dorney Park for opening night of Viva La Fiesta and my return visit for July, and it was my first time in over a month is what I'm saying. And yeah, so let's just get started. So when we first got to the park, we did Talon, and then after Talon we headed to Wild Water Kingdom for early entry, where we did Lightning Falls the first 2 times. The first time I did Slide B and the second time I did Slide A. And then after that, we headed to Patriots Plunge, I think it was. And then twice, once I rode blue and once I rode white. And then after Patriots Plunge, I think that's when we might have headed to Aquablast, and then after Aquablast, we headed to Cascade.
Wild Water Rapids, remember?
No. Wait,
remember after
Wild
Aquablast?
Water Rapids, yeah.
We went straight to
Wild Water Rapids, yeah. And then after Wild Water Rapids, we headed to Cascade for that insane ride we had on it.
That was honestly one of the crazy, even like in compared to the original version, that was like one of the craziest rides I've ever had on the Cascade.
Yeah. And the lifeguard gave us a spin even.
Yeah,
so
that's what made it crazy. So yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him, definitely. And then after that, we headed over to Wild Water Rapids. And no, not Wild Water Rapids, Snake Pit. What the heck? And then Snake Pit twice, where we did all 3 slides.
Yeah.
I rode Constrictor, Light Blue Blow Blasters, and Dark Blue Boa Blasters in one day. And then after Snake Pit, we headed to Aqua Racer. And then after Aqua Racer, we ate at Tidal Wave Cafe, where I tried the spicy cheddar sausage, and it's actually pretty good. Like, I highly recommend it, actually. And so, anyways, after Tidal Wave Cafe, where I tried that spicy cheddar sausage, we headed over to, I think, Hydra at that point. And then
yeah, when we went back to the dry park.
When we went back to the dry park, we rode Hydra. And then after Hydra, we headed down to Steel Force, I think it was. Yeah.
Because Thunder Rock had a line.
Yeah. And then after Steel Force, we headed to Revolution. And then after Revolution, we headed to Iron Menace. And then after Iron Menace, we headed to Possessed. And then after Possessed, we headed over to, I think, Dominator Green at that point. And then after Dominator Green, we headed over to Demon Drop. And then I think we did Demon Drop before Steel Force, if I'm not mistaken. Wait. Yeah, we did Demon Drop. And then after Dominator Green, I think we might have done Thunder Creek Mountain.
Yeah, that's when we went to Thunder Creek.
Yeah, Thunder Creek Mountain. It was our first time on it in a while.
Well, I went on it recently. But,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Right,
so we ran into Matt before that. Shout out, Matt.
Yeah, shout out to Matt.
Yeah. And so, after Thunder Creek Mountain, we headed up to, I think it was,
we go to Enterprise.
Enterprise. And then after Enterprise, we headed to we headed after Enterprise. We headed to Wave Swinger at that point, because I remember at one point when we were walking around.
Yeah, I remember we were like walking in circles.
Sometimes deciding what to ride because
and also because of the food.
But from Viva La Fiesta wasn't ready, and whole sandstorm, and yeah. So anyways, I think that's when we decided to wait in line for Wave Swinger. And then after a Wave Swinger, we headed to Kaleidoscope. And then I remember At one of those points we did, after Kaleidoscope we did Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
And then after Ferris wheel, we headed to Dominator Red, I think it was. And then after Dominator Red, we headed to Whip. And then after Whip, we got a re-ride in on Talon. And then after Talon, we got a re-ride in on Hydra. And then after Hydra,
we went back to Talon.
We went back to Talon. And then after Talon, we got a ride in on Iron Menace. And then after Iron Menace, we headed to Chicken Shack. And then after Chicken Shack, we headed to Hydra for last ride of the night. And then after Hydra came the last performance of Viva La Fiesta. And then after that, that basically concluded our day at Dorney Park. So that pretty much concludes this day at Dorney Park. Make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more coming soon here to Coaster Plus Music 19. And make sure to go check out my merch store on Bonfire. I'll have a link in the description. I said t-shirts, face masks, all the things, so make sure to go check it out. I'll have a link in the description, except for if by the time this is posted it's already connected to YouTube shopping. And so, but anyways, all that, and so make sure to subscribe if you're new and turn on post notifications so you will not miss when I upload any video. And I now sell memberships. Woo! So here is how the membership works. It's divided into 2 levels. Yellow level,
which is only $2.99,
gives you royalty-free badges, emojis, members only shorts, and early access to new videos. But and then there's a second level called the green level,
which is $5.99,
which gives you all of the benefits of the previous level plus a member shout out. So if you want a membership, what are you waiting for? Become a member of Coaster Plus Music 19 today, and then with all that being said, I will see you in the next.